Hi everybody, and welcome to February's edition of our Plated Up recipe of the month.
Second one.
Yeah.
Round two. We're excited.
Yes, and we're going with some winter squash today with a butternut and acorn squash soup today.
I love soups, and this is one of my favorites, so I'm excited about this
Yeah, so
recipe.
we've got these beautiful squash here, and great time of year if you've got maybe some of these left hanging out in your cellar or something that you've been storing for the winter. It's a great time to get those out and make use of them. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we are starting in our stock pot today. We are going to heat 1 tablespoon of oil. Put that in there. And then we are going to add 1/3 of a cup of onions to that. So we'll just let that heat for a second and then drop our onions in. And we're just going to cook those until they are translucent. So very simple ingredients in this recipe, not a whole lot going on. The squash is the star of the show. And then we'll add a few seasonings here and maybe a little peanut butter in this. Some cinnamon, nutmeg, brown sugar. So it's kind of that sweet, savory dish going on.
So all the ingredients we have are right here in front of you, so you can see.
Yeah.
And while those onions are cooking, we can introduce ourselves to those of you that are new to us. I'm Kay Denniston, the FCS agent at Bourbon County Extension Office.
And I'm Kacy Wiley, the Senior SNAP Ed Assistant here at the Bourbon County office.
And we do this twice a month. The first Monday of the month, we do a recipe from the calendar, cooking through the calendar on the first Friday at noon. And then the third Friday at noon, we do one of our plated up recipes, which this one is going to be the butternut and acorn squash soup.
Yeah.
So creamy.
Smells so good already. Yeah, so this is one of those that we're going to throw all of our ingredients in the stock pot. We're going to let it cook. And then we're going to blend it up and get it a really nice creamy texture. All right. So those onions just need to cook a couple of minutes. All right. And then, it does smell. It's one of those where we had smell-o-vision. Cooking onions always smells so good. Something about that smell. Just, oh, it's so good. All right.
My mother used to cook liver and onions, and the house smelled so good, and then she'd put it in front of me. And I'm not a liver fan, so, but I am a butternut and acorn squash soup fan.
Yeah, the livers would have been out for me too.
You could put this with a salad, and when we get finished, here.
Yeah, or a nice piece of crusty bread.
That would be good.
That would be really good. All right. So to this, we are going to add our cube squash. So we have our acorn squash.
That looks good.
Big bowl of that beautiful butternut squash.
That's really good.
And these are just cubed in about 1-inch pieces. So when I'm pretty evenly, cubed, so that way they cook pretty evenly. So,
Usually takes, what, 4 to 5 minutes?
yeah, we'll just
Something like that.
let these kind of go in there with that onion and kind of hang out and just give them a few minutes there. All right, so our squash has been cooking for about 4 to 5 minutes, and now we're going to add in 4 cups of chicken broth.
Chicken broth, or any type of meat broth, makes all the difference in cooking. I mean, instead of a lot of recipes like rice calls for water, I use chicken broth or beef broth. That broth adds more flavor and more nutrients.
All right, so now this we are going to bring to a boil. All right, so our soup mixture has come to a boil, and so now we are going to turn this down and let it simmer for 30 to 35 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
And then it'll be soft and tender,
It
and
will be, we want it to go to fork tender, so that's what you're looking for. So it may take a little longer than that, just depending on how big you chopped your pieces and stuff. But that's what you're looking for. So 30, 35 minutes or until fork tender. All right. All right.
looking good.
It
Smelling
does.
good.
It does smell very good. So we have cooked this until fork tender. So now we are ready to transfer into our blender. so we can get this all smoothed out, and then we'll add our final ingredients to it. All right, so I'm not quite sure. It's kind of one of those trial and error things to figure out the.
Especially when you're on being taped.
Yeah,
Okay?
camera, the pressure's on
camera.
here.
At home, you just kind of take it and dump it.
Yeah.
But we
Try not to make a mess everywhere.
I'm so impressed with those people that do everything forward while they're being taped. I can't do that. So, but we know you all are just like us, and this is why you'll be doing it at home. So.
I don't know.
You do a little bit and then add some more. Or?
Probably need to add some of this liquid to that.
Yeah, here we go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'll let you. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna make
Messy.
this anyway.
I was trying to help.
It's
more. We'll get it. It's a team effort.
Okay, we'll try that. We'll
Okay.
see.
It was a full.
Yeah, we hit some chunks there.
We didn't have to talk over it.
We didn't. And just,
Kacy, that looks good.
it does. It's so pretty. I think the rest of that's gonna fit in there. Should we pour that out and add that? Decisions. I don't want to.
These are the rest of the ingredients, correct?
They are, yes.
I might add a little bit, but I don't think we're gonna add much in it.
How about we do this, Kay? Oh, look at that.
You see that?
Beautiful texture and color to that. Oh my gosh. And then,
Now there we go. That's like home. And you got just the right amount. I'll take that out of your way.
all right. Hopefully that didn't look too horrible on that. All right. I think we're ready. I know we're dripping down the edge.
You know, well, I had this philosophy about sandwiches. The best sandwiches are the messiest ones.
Oh,
if
yeah.
a sandwich is really, really good, 9 times out of 10 it's messy.
Dripping down. Yeah, I'd say that about hamburger too. Good hamburger.
So do we transfer this into something else?
Yes,
to
we're
mix
gonna
it?
take our
back
pot
to
back.
the pot. I'm
Back to our
sorry.
pot. No, you're fine.
I thought we were blending in the.
So back to the pot it goes. We're gonna.
That looks yummy.
So good. We'll scrape that off, don't worry. Oh, it's so
You want
creamy.
me to clean those out while you get the other ingredients?
All right, so the other ingredients that we are going to add are some peanut butter, some brown sugar, a little black pepper, a little cinnamon, and a little nutmeg.
This recipe is available at the Extension Office. Please feel free to stop by and pick it up.
Absolutely.
And look at our other plated up recipes while you're here if you'd like.
All right, so we're gonna,
I will clean that one out as well.
So we're gonna put the pot back on our stovetop, and then we are going to heat to a medium low, and then stir in these other ingredients.
I really don't want to waste any of this because it looks wonderful.
It's beautiful.
It's tempting to stick my finger in and
I know.
test it. So.
All right. on here. All right, we have our mixture back in our pot here now, and we're just gonna let that heat up for a second. Oh my gosh.
I brought this back over because I thought you'd need it for the peanut butter.
Yes.
So I'm just going to go ahead and stick it in the peanut butter.
Good ideal. Yeah. All right.
Don't like to dirty too many dishes.
That's right. All right. Sure. This is 3 tablespoons of peanut butter.
Peanut butter is going to add a little bit of protein. It's just 3 tablespoons, but it's going to be, it'll add some thickness as well.
See that popping out there? All right, so now we've got our brown sugar. It's 1/3 of a cup.
I packed it good. I'm sorry, Kacy. I was trying to help.
No. And then our pepper, our cinnamon, cinnamon nutmeg. There we go. Nutmeg. And we are going to mix this all together. Oh gosh, if it smelled good before.
This is, we say this all the time, but this is when I wish that some of you were here to taste test. So again, when you make this recipe at home, please, please, please comment and share positives and negatives. Okay, if there's things about it you don't like, if you share that, that's going to help the next person who makes it to try something new and different. So I think this one's going to be a hit though.
I think it will too. All right, so we're just stirring that until it's well blended, and it is ready to serve. All right, we are ready to plate it up.
Oh, play on words there. Our plated up recipe. She is plating up for you to see. Look at that.
Look at that.
That looks so yummy.
Ready to go.
Any time of year, but it's definitely one of those cozy winter, cold weather.
Well, I think this is something
fall.
you can maybe freeze even. So if you made a pot of it and didn't eat it all, I think
that's
you
a great
could
idea.
easily freeze this and have it for later. Especially like if you grow these things and you want to like, and it's just another way to store it without storing the whole fruit. If you don't have, room for that, you can just do a batch of this and have it ready to go in some containers or something and just pull it out and use it as needed.
Be ready to serve.
Absolutely.
Be ready to serve.
So we hope you all enjoy this recipe. Stop in and pick up your very own copy of it. We have little recipe cards for this recipe and for the recipe last month, if you check that out, if you've not been in. We'll also post a copy of the recipe right at the end of this video. So if you want to, you can just pause the video and take a screenshot of it. That way you can keep it. But we'd love to have you stop in and see us too.
We love to see you. We love to hear your comments, and we love to share our other recipes. These are just a few of what we've got.
Absolutely,
so,
yes.
We look forward to sharing more with you each month.
Yep.
So
we will see you in March.
3rd Friday.